and tonight I am going to be making a beautiful card using the Hydrangea Haven stamp set. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Hydrangea Haven stamp set. It has dies with it and everything. Tonight I'm only going to use the stamp set. And this is actually a card. These two cards are cards that we did at my last class. And so I thought I would just show you how to go about making these. Super easy. I will tell you, it is a fun fold. And basically how I made this was I took a piece of 8.5 by 11. I scored it at 5.5. And then I turned it to the, let's see, how did I do that? I cut it in half so that it would be 8.5, 5.5 by 8.5. And then I cut off a piece of, from right here, and made it 3 by 4, I believe it is. Let me check. It's been a couple weeks since I've done this. Yes, it's 3 by 4. And then the little bit that I had left, so this piece right here was right here. The little bit I had left is this right here. So let me show you how I made this. I'm going to bring in some scrap paper, and I'm going to make the green one. So we'll go ahead and burnish it. Whoops. Fold it and burnish it using my bond folder. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this little piece on. This is paper from the Hydrangea Hydrangea. I'm not even sure what the name of the designer series paper is, but it is actually going to be going away as of June 30th. So if you're interested in getting this paper, you'll need to make sure that you purchase it before June 30th, before it is gone. And there you go. Glue, you know what? It's okay. It's not, I'm not going to let it be one of those nights that everything goes wonky on me. I'm just going to steady on. I'm going to use my seal instead. Okay, we're going to put this right here on the front, and I'm going to try to make sure that my sides are equal around it. I have a larger piece here. This is 4 by 5.25, and I'm going to place that as well on the inside of my card. And then I'll get my stamping done, which is super easy, by the way. Okay, get this in the middle here, the center. Pretty close. Okay, now let's get our stamping done. I'm going to take a piece of the basic white that I cut to be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 so that it would layer onto my old olive really well. And I'm going to ink up my stamp with the hydrangea and the leaves on it. For a stamp that is this large, I always like to do it face up so that I make sure that I get a good coverage on it. And then I'm just going to put it on about in here. I probably should have brought in my Stampin' Pearson cut mat, since this is a photopolymer stamp, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That works nicely. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my other stamp here. This is the color for that. I do have a Stampin' Pearson here. Let me put that under it because I want to get a good stamp. I'm going to use the Highland Heather. And for this card, I am going to go full ink on top of it, just like this. And for the other one that I do, which is going to be super simple, and I probably won't even talk through it, I'm going to do half ink. I'll stamp off first. All right, so then I'm going to use Old Olive. I want to see, I can't remember if I stamped off on this first or if I went full ink. I stamped off, I think. All right, so then I'm just going to try to line up the stem. I can't do it without getting my head in the picture, I don't think. So there, let's try that. You know what's a completely different color? I think I used Granny Apple Green, but it still looks really good with it. It's actually the color of the paper this way. Even though that granny apple green looks pretty good on the old olive. We'll just stick this right here. Come on, get it even, girly. There we go. And then I'm going to use my ribbon before I put that on. And I'm just going to bring it around like this. Let me get my mini glue dots. When I'm doing things and I have things on my mind, I get ready to start saying things and then I drop off, and it's because I have to think of the word I'm going to use because my mind is already thinking ahead on other things. So it's a busy mind. What can I say? I like to put a glue dot down whenever I am getting ready to make a bow or a knot, and that it's because it's kind of like having an extra finger. It will keep it in place. It works really nicely that way. And then I'm just going to knot it like that and then tidy it up a little bit. This is really pretty ribbon. It is a sheer gorgeous grape color. And yeah, I am using Highland Heather for the flower, but this just really had a nice contrast to it. And it kind of matches that, even though it's not Highland Heather. At least I don't think it is. No, it's gorgeous grape. Okay, so the way I'm going to put this on is using dimensionals. So, and it looks like I'm running low. Man, I should have done an inventory of what I had going on over here. I'm going to have to use the bones, I think. It's okay. It'll work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the backs off of this, like that. And then I am going to just place it to where it's going to look about like I have even on this side and that. Maybe not quite as much on this side, but it's going to be close enough using that ribbon. And we'll put it just like that. Then I'm going to stamp my sentiment and clean some of this up a little bit. Goodness. Stamp my sentiment to read, "The world is a better place because of you." I don't know about you guys, but I have several people in my life that is so appropriate for. It's a very close fit. Just going to put it on like that. Very, very close fit, but it fits. It worked. So then I'm going to glue it onto here. And it's the same length, it's just not as wide. And I did that on purpose. And then I put some dimensionals behind it. And because I'm using the ribbon on it, I'm not even going to put pretty embellishments or anything like that. But look how pretty that is. It's really pretty. I don't know, I may like the Granny Apple Green better. But it's a super easy, super pretty card. So let's do this one really quickly. Same thing. I'm going to just fold and burnish, and I'll show you the difference on this one. We'll go ahead and get this put on. Move that for just a second. Note to self, check your glue before you start to do a live. Hey Rhonda, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I haven't seen you in ages, girl. Life has been so crazy and so busy. Rhonda and I are on the same team. Our upline is Sandra. And I have not been to a team meeting in ages because my husband's schedule, it seems like he'll be gone for a couple weeks, or in March he was gone a month. And I don't have my white piece for this. Hold on one second. Anyway, he was gone for a month, and he was gone. He was leaving the day after Tribe, and he was going to be gone the whole month of March. And I wanted to make sure that I spent time with him before he left for a month. So I didn't go to Tribe, which is our uplines team meeting, because I wanted to spend that time with him. Well, then the day he was coming home was the day of team meeting. So I didn't get to go to that one. Then in April, it was the same thing. He was gone, and he was leaving the day after, and I was not going to be able to. I just didn't want to go and not be with him whenever he was leaving for a month or for 2 weeks. And then we were gone in May, and this month he's been gone 2 weeks already, and he gets home the day of Tribe. Go figure. And he just keeps messing my Tribe thing up where I can't go because I just don't have the heart to have him come home after being gone a month or 2 weeks or however long and then leave right away. So anyway, so for this one, you saw that I already stamped that, and I'm going to do a stamp off with it. And it's amazing the difference in the colors just by stamping off that one time. I felt like this needed a little bit softer appearance to it. So that's why we stamped off for that. All right, we're going to stamp off with our leaves. And then go ahead and put those on here. And I think the trick to this is to try to line up the stem. Because if you get the stem lined up, it seems like the leaves work themselves out. Hey, Kim. Thanks for joining me. This is a really easy stamp set to make pretty cards with. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment, also using Highland Heather. Okay. Now, get this out of the way. Glue this on to my little piece. I just worked this week designing cards for my next online card class, which is going to be the strawberries. Using the sweet strawberry, I think it's called. And I think they turned out pretty good. I'm going to be posting that and sending out emails this week about it. Well, tomorrow. Because there's not much left to this week, is there? Okay, hold on. There. Whoops, I got something right there. It's okay. It's not going to be seen. And I cut this too short. I thought it might have been a little short. It's all right, though. Okay, go ahead and put these on here. Use the bones of it and put some on the back here. Might as well just use this really long one. And let's see, I wonder if this is going to be too dark. I used the Whisper White or the Basic White on the other one, but I don't have that close, and I'm not going to go across the other side of the room again. So I think this is going to work fine. And I better close this or I'll be wearing it. All right, so bring this around here. Make sure it's not twisted. I don't know how I figured out the whole glue dot thing of securing it in place. It doesn't seem like it's brain surgery to figure that out, but you'd be surprised how little simple things can escape you sometimes. Oh, my fingernails match it. They do, don't they? It's funny. Just going to do a knot with it. You know I love me some Color Street, and that's what this is. Come on, get through there. Some days you feel like your fingers are not working for you right. All right, so we'll just trim this off here. And here. And then we will put this in place. Right about here. It's a little bit shorter than the other one, as you can tell right in there. But most of it won't be seen because of this. So I think I'm actually going to move it up some so that it has the same amount of space showing on the top and bottom. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Okay. Because it is short. Anyway, it's very pretty and it's very easy. I mentioned earlier on when I first started the live of how you go about doing this type of a cut. And for those who were not here, you basically are going to take a 8.5 by 11 piece, and you're going to turn it on the, let's see, you'll turn it on the 11-inch side and score it at 5.5. Is that right? I don't think, that doesn't seem right. No, it's not right. Okay, so what I normally do, that's 4.25. So what I normally do is I take it at the 8.5-inch side, and I score it at 4.25. Sorry, 4.25. And then I flip it around at 11, and I cut it at 5.5. And then I just stuck this in, and I cut 3 inches off. For this one, you can tell it's the right size. I actually kind of like it with the extra space. But yeah, I cut 3 inches off of here, and then I cut this extra off down at the bottom. So none of it was wasted. I ended up using all of it. And it makes a super easy fun fold. Didn't these turn out really cute? Really cute cards. I think I might even like this gorgeous grape on this one better than the Whisper White. What do you guys think? I still do think I like the Granny Apple Green better than the Old Olive, but they're gorgeous either way, and I really like them. I can't think of anything else I got going on. I mentioned before, I'll show you these. These will be coming up on my blog really soon. This is the Picture This die. It was so fun making these really cute little things. But these are the cards that I'll be doing on my online card class. And as I mentioned before, I will be posting information about these on my emails and on my Paper Connection and the website tomorrow. So if you're interested in doing the Sweet Strawberry class, the first 5 people who join the class will get a berry stamp set, the one that was with Celebration. I collected a few of them, and you'll get a part of a package of the Strawberry Designer Series paper. I haven't calculated how much of that I have yet, but I'm pretty sure you'll get at least a quarter of a pack. So more about that tomorrow. If you are not on my mailing list, go to mypaperconnection.com and hit the subscribe or contact or whatever and add your email, and I'll be happy to get an email to you. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you later. Bye.